Hi guys, welcome to The Quiet Knowing, a space for intuitive reflection, karmic insight and inner truth. So today I just want to discuss a vision that I've been given by Spirit. I do want to do also a collective reading and begin the signs. So I figured let's just start with what I was shown. So there's going to be in the collective, obviously it's not going to be everyone, but there's certainly going to be some, well, what I see is a masculine who's about to destiny swap with another masculine. Now this is complex, kind of, like it's not everybody can achieve this, I can't lie. But what I was shown, obviously for those of you that follow me know that when I receive visions, it's all quite cryptic, yeah, and there's normally scenarios and stuff, and you can kind of take the different meanings for things, how it can resonate for you, right? But how I was shown it was there was like a kind of like a dark ballroom, right? It's not a gigantic huge one, but a like ballroom that's kind of dimly lit, and you have the feminines and you have the masculine energies, right? And you have like people almost lining up, like you have all the masculines lining up facing, and then all the feminines that are like have already been stood there. So feminines like kind of waiting, masculines kind of walk in a line, and then they're all stood in front of a feminine one by one, right? And it's like go time, if you like, and the music begins, and they like the masculines come forward to take the feminine's hand, and they begin like a dance, if you like, okay? They begin a dance. Obviously this is a representation of like a collective group of divine masculines and feminines, and you know the dance is a strong representation of the energy when with the back and forth. But so they begin, but there's one feminine that's looking pretty sad, I'd say. She's very uninterested in this masculine that's like on his knee to take her hand, and she's just like not happy, and she's kind of just being pulled along the dance. So whilst this continues to play out, they're moving kind of around the ballroom and whatever, and she's just looking sad. I can see there's some stairs above, and then there's like higher selves and spirit guides for feminines and stuff. And at the same time I can see a different masculine that's not a part of this ball, if you like, that's got a bunch of roses in his hand, and he's going upstairs, and he's going up and he's going up, and he finds the ballroom, and he sees his feminine, the one he wants, who he's here for, who he's there to give his roses to. Now he's not happy at all to see she's in the dance. He's not happy. So he puts roses down on the table, and he looks, and he's eyeballing a path on how to get in. Like, how's he gonna get? There's literally like these loads of divine masculines and feminines in the middle of this dance that's like structured and organized. The feminine's looking sad. She keeps eyeballing up to her spirit guide, higher self, and they're like, because she's just not happy, not in the zone in any format. And he realizes he's running out of time, like seriously running out of time. So he like grabs a root on when they kind of, as the group moves round, he like yoinks a guy out and comes in with another feminine, and she's like, what the fuck? And he's just like doesn't say anything, he just keeps it moving, right? And he's moving round, and they're turning, and he's a bit off beat because he doesn't really know this dance, and he's booted that other masculine out, and the other masculine's like, what the fuck? And he's just gone off out the door, right? And he's moving and he's moving, and then it kind of comes to like a spotlight dynamic where the sad feminine kind of gets stood there, and this like masculine is trying all he can. He's like, he then gets back on his knee for her to sit on his knee, and it's all just part of this like spotlight routine. And all of the other feminines, the masculine feminines, are like circling them kind of together, turning around but circling them. But there's this spotlight on this feminine, and she's kind of just stood there like, and she's looking up at her higher self, and the spirit guide's like, this is not who I want. This is not who I want. And they're whispering, the spirit guides or whatever, because obviously they can see what this other masculine's about to do. And they're like, is he going to do it? He's actually going to do it. Like, this is a big deal. So the time is going, and it's like nearly forming the end of this dance, if you like. And at the end of this dance, it's supposed to be like a union of like declaration that you're kind of like together. And they're spinning round and spinning round. Big factor, sorry, I forgot to mention, is it feels, they've got masquerade masks on, the men. I can't really see the feminines. I don't think they really have, theirs is lighter, but the masculines have one of the masquerade masks on. And they're spinning and spinning, and the masculine that's like just fucking found a path somehow is like, no, this is my destiny. Like, I'm making it my destiny. And destiny swaps with this masculine that's like trying to have this feminine, right? He just comes in, there's like this is the only time he could manage it as well. It's really hard for me to describe because I'm the one that's seeing it. So clearly how they're like turning and going around them, and the feminine's just stood here. And there's just this one split second that he could even have managed to achieve this, and he just comes in and launches him out, and then comes in and grabs the feminine and begins like to carry on this dance. But she doesn't realise it's him because of the masks. And she's sad, and she still keeps looking. She's looking towards the door, thinking like, will he not come? Will he not, like, where is he? Will he not save me, if you like? He's not coming for me, and I'm left here with this. And then there's just a moment that he yanks her in closer, like harder, and she kind of, it jolts her out of looking elsewhere, and she looks in his eyes, and she recognises it. And she's like, 717 on the time, and then she's like, oh, what? Like, when did he even appear? Like, that's him. And then sorry, I'm just like moving through it as I can see it in my third eye. So she has a realization. So then they're kind of dancing together, because she's like, it's him, it's definitely him, that's his eyes. And then it goes on, and then they kind of come face to face at the end. The spotlight then goes on the masculine as well as the feminine, and she kisses him. Still unsure if it's him or not, but she goes for it. She kisses him and she knows it's him. So, all in all, we have a masculine who's about to destiny swap with someone. There was other reasons for this. I think the issue with, so the first masculine, it's like, it has, nothing's ever set in stone, but the thing is, the feminine's done so much more work than expected in this lifetime, and quickly, that she kind of just ended up fully outgrowing this masculine that she's been handed in with, and that's why she's like unfulfilled and sad, like, is there no one else coming for me, because this can't be it kind of vibe. Because that, like, she's gone up and over and above and beyond the contract. So it's like, that's why the spirit guides and higher self are whispering like, hang on a minute, like, this is like, she's worked through so much quickly that she's removed that veil and she's seeing it. And obviously then they could see this other masculine, and they were like, let's just give him the chance. If he wants to destiny swap, then let him. And it feels like he manages it. And it's such a, I mean, I don't know how this guy is going to manage this how that's going to kind of play out in the 3D, but he's coming. And I just saw November, so this could kind of all play out until November, or November could just be an important date. But this is happening, and this is happening soon for a collective, well, for a divine feminine and masculine, whether it's 1 or 2 or whatever. But yeah, so I'm going to move to a collective now, but I just wanted to get that out there, because one masculine energy has done a serious amount of work to be able to pull off a destiny swap. So I'm going to do a new video for the collective. Please like and subscribe, really helps the channel to grow, helps the energies to connect, so more of my visions and readings will resonate. If you're interested in a private reading, just DM me or chuck me an email. Info's in the box down below. Bye!